Juventini, welcome back to the All Juve Cast channel, where of course it's all Juve all the time. All right, so let's get into it. Today we are going to cover everything from our favorite character, Paolo Nomolo, who nobody has any idea who he is, but he's got very, very close ties to Juventus and is very, very accurate with his news. He dropped some stuff yesterday. We're going to cover it today, and of course, no shortage of things to discuss surrounding the actual team and management, especially now that news breaks out of a heated confrontation involving Nedved and Allegri and even Agnelli. We will cover that, and then of course we'll get to the latest in the transfer rumblings from today. All that right now. All right, Juventini. So before we kick this off, let's get some business out of the way. All right, like the video and subscribe to the channel. Okay, it's all very, very much appreciated. We appreciate all your support so far. But don't forget that just hitting that subscribe button automatically enters you to win this kit, and we are going to be giving it away next week. That's right, everybody. Stay tuned because next week we're going to give this away to one lucky subscriber. All right, and thank you for your continued support. Now, without further ado, let's get to the news. We're going to talk about Paolo Nomolo. Paolo Nomolo, our favorite character from Facebook. He is only on Facebook. All his posts are in Italian, and we break them down and cover everything that he has. Yesterday, he posted some news, and we're going to take some of the best tidbits out of it to share along with you. Now, let's get into it. Lotito. He talks very quickly about Sergei Milinkovic-Savic. Lotito simply does not want to sell to Juventus. All right. Juventus has been dealing with Milinkovic-Savic's agent for 2 years, and they have put forth an offer to him. It's around a 5 million euro salary, but they are just afraid that negotiations with Lotito will go nowhere. And I think us as Juventini know that's the case. No matter how much we want Sergei Milinkovic-Savic, we can only hope, like I've been saying for months now, that the players' will takes over. But Lotito does not want to sell to Juventus, and Nomolo reiterates that. Now, in terms of Vincenzo Raiola, Mino's cousin, who obviously took over after the sad passing of Mino, he was in Turin not that long ago, and now it's being reported by Nomolo that that visit was in regards to Paul Pogba and Windal. Now, there was an offer put forth for Windal, but apparently it's about 5 million euros short of what his club, AZ Alkmaar, is looking for, because Juve offered 10 million plus 5 million in additional bonuses, but they're 5 million short for the player. Now, in terms of Pogba, Pogba has Juventus's offer, and his decision is obviously in his hands and nobody else's, and it is in fact between PSG and Juventus. So he did not shed any light on where it looks like Pogba will be going, other than just saying it is between those two clubs and his future is in his hands, and he does have offers from both of those teams. Now, there you have it on the Pogba and Windal front. Now, he also drops that Udogi, another player Juventus was in. There was a meeting that took place last week for the player. 15 million is what the team's looking for, but they're also looking at players that Juventus could potentially involve in the deal that Tudor may be interested in. So that is a possibility as well. So there you have it on that front. Now, in terms of our youngsters that have been a hot topic, Nomolo discussed Miretti, Fagioli, and Rovella. And all he said is that for sure, for certain, there is one spot that those three will be vying for. Okay, one spot. He does not know if there's going to be two spots available, but he says for sure there will be one, and those three will be vying for it. Now, what to keep in mind though is he believes that Rovella could also be involved in a move to Roma. So keep eyes on that, because he drops that little tidbit that Rovella could be involved in a move, and he names Roma as the side. So there you have it on that front involving the youngsters. And that was the best out of the tidbits from Paolo Nomolo, but he is working on a bigger summary. He says that is to come in the coming weeks. And of course, the All Juve cast is going to keep in tune with that. Now, let's move over to, again, never a dull moment surrounding Juventus, and nothing changed involving even our management and Pavel Nedved. Okay, after the defeat to Inter in the Coppa Italia, it is being reported now by Fabiana Della Valle of Gazzetta. She was obviously the one who first broke the news on Vlahovic, and she is basically saying that after that defeat, Nedved got very, very heated, and it began in the locker room. Okay. And he was attacking players' attitudes. He confronted Allegri for his tactical decisions. And then it even spilled over to Agnelli, who I'm sure went down to try and calm down situations. They're all going to be there around the club and teams. We saw that in All or Nothing, that they're all always around. Okay. Agnelli, Nedved, Cherubini and Arriva Bene were also involved. And then this spilled over into the hotel room in Rome, and it continued. And it was Nedved, players, Allegri, Agnelli, Arriva Bene, Cherubini. They were all heated and getting into it. Look, there is disarray. We even covered it when Max was brought back, and we said you have to remember this is going to be a little bit awkward of a scenario. And if it starts going into the same route, which a lot of us feel, this is very, very similar to Max's end of his first tenure with Juventus. And we said this could get a little bit awkward. Pavel Nedved was one of the guys who spearheaded a move away from Allegri. Now we see a lot of the same tensions boiling over. It is what it is. But don't forget, Pavel Nedved has an offer with the Czech Football Association. And maybe this is the final straw for Agnelli. And maybe, just maybe, Pavel Nedved will move on from Juventus and his position with the club. So we will wait and see. But that's the latest on Pavel Nedved getting very, very heated after that defeat. Now, let's get into the latest from today in transfer market rumblings. There is not a whole lot other than contact talks are picking up and heating up between Juventus and Di Maria, and they are going to have a meeting with the entourage in the next coming hours. So we will see what happens there. Juventus continue to monitor that player and just continue to hum and haw basically about his age and the salary. So we will see what happens there. But I've been saying it as of late, said it on the last podcast, that I can see Di Maria coming, and I think I'm coming to terms with him coming in, but it better mean a big splash in the middle of the park. Okay. Now, the latest also is Perisic. Perisic to Juventus. What are your thoughts on that, Juventus? Because that is the latest to be rumored, but Mirko Di Natale did say these are only rumors as of right now. But how would you feel, Juventini, about Perisic to Juventus? Let me know in the comment section. Let me know what you think on all the news I dropped today. I love mixing it up with you in the comments and can't wait to discuss all the news from today. And last but certainly not least, today is the day the new kits for Juventus drop. Okay, there you go. Exactly what we were seeing in a lot of the leaks and everything. There they are. They're officially available now on the Juve store. And there you go. You can get them. And here's Vlahovic, Chiesa, De Ligt, and Locatelli, the spine of Juve's future right there, showing it off. So there you go. Are you going to go out and grab it? What are your thoughts on that kit too? Again, can't wait to hear from you all in the comment section. Don't forget to like the video and, of course, subscribe if you haven't, because it's all Juve cast. It's all Juve all the time. The channel that bleeds black and white. Till next time, fino alla fine. Ciao tutti.